Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Smart English Podcast. I'm Mia, and I'm so happy to be here with you today.
And I'm Alex. It's great to be back, Mia, and great to be with all our amazing listeners again. How are you doing today, Mia?
I'm doing fantastic, Alex, and I'm really excited about today's topic. It's something that can sometimes be a little bit confusing for English learners, but it's also a lot of fun to talk about.
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Are we talking about the wonderful, sometimes tricky world of British English versus American English?
Exactly, you got it. Today, we're going to explore some common differences between British and American English. We'll look at some everyday words, share some funny examples, and just chat about how these two big dialects of English are different. It's going to be a fun, relaxed conversation, just like we're friends talking over coffee.
I love it. It's one of those topics where you can really see how language evolves and changes depending on where people live. And for our listeners, it's super important to know these differences because you might hear them every day, Like if you're watching a British TV show versus an American movie, the words can be a bit different.
Absolutely. Let's dive right in with a very common one. Imagine you're looking for a place to live. In British English, you might look for a flat, right?
That's right, a flat. If I tell my British friends, "Oh, I just moved into a new flat," they totally understand. It means my home, my apartment. But if I say flat in America, people might think I mean something like, a flat tire on my car or something that isn't bumpy.
Exactly, because in American English, we say apartment. So flat in British English is apartment in American English. Same meaning, different word. It can be a little confusing at first, but once you know it, it's easy.
Yeah, it's really just about learning which word goes with which dialect. Another great example is when you're going away for a break, a trip. In British English, you go on holiday, don't you?
We do. I'm going on holiday next week. It sounds so nice and relaxing. What about in American English?
In American English, we say vacation. So, I'm going on vacation next week. We do use holiday too, but usually for specific days like Christmas or Thanksgiving. So a bank holiday in the UK would be a federal holiday here, but a general trip away is a vacation.
That's such a good point, Alex. It's not just the word, but sometimes the context changes too. Okay, let's talk about food. This is a fun one. If you go to a restaurant in the UK and you ask for chips, what do you get?
Oh, this one always makes me smile. If I ask for chips in the UK, I'm going to get what Americans call fries, or French fries, those delicious, long, fried potato sticks. And if I ask for fries in the UK, they'll still know what I mean, but chips is the common word. It's very popular to have fish and chips there.
Right. And what do Americans call the thin, crispy potato snacks that come in a bag, like crisps in British English?
Ah, those are potato chips, or just chips in American English. So in the UK, chips are fries and crisps are chips. It's a bit of a swap, isn't it? Very common and can be a funny mix-up if you don't know.
It really can be. I remember once ordering chips in an American restaurant and getting potato chips, and I was so confused because I really wanted fries. Okay, let's move to another sweet topic. If you want something sugary to eat in the UK, you might ask for sweets.
Yes, sweets, like gummy sweets or chocolate sweets. In American English, we say candy. So candy bars, gummy candy, it's the same idea, something sugary and delicious. I do like the sound of sweets, though. It sounds so nice and innocent.
It does, doesn't it? And sticking with tasty things, what about a small baked treat that you have with tea or coffee? In British English, we often call them biscuits.
Oh, biscuits. This is another funny one. In America, a biscuit is a soft, often savory bread, usually eaten with gravy or at breakfast. It's not sweet at all. What British people call a biscuit, Americans call a cookie. So your chocolate chip biscuit is our chocolate chip cookie. Very different.
Yes, totally different. My American friends are always surprised by British biscuits. They're like, "That's a cookie?" It's a very common point of confusion. What about when you fill your car with fuel?
Ah, fuel. In British English, you fill your car with petrol, right? Like at a petrol station.
That's right, petrol. And you pay for petrol. So what do you use in America?
In America, we use gas or gasoline, so we go to a gas station to put gas in our car. Again, same thing, different word. And gas can also mean the natural gas you cook with, or even a funny smell. So context is important here.
It really is. Context is key in language learning. Okay, let's go up a few floors. If you're in a tall building and you need to go from the first floor to the fifth floor, what do you take in the UK?
You take a lift, of course. Like, let's take the lift up to the top floor. It's a very common word.
And in America, we take an elevator. So a lift is an elevator. Both help you move between floors in a building. Simple enough, but important to know.
Definitely. And speaking of public places, if you need to go to the toilet in the UK, you might ask, where's the loo? Or where are the toilets?
Yes, loo is very common and toilets too. What about in America?
In America, you'd probably ask, where's the restroom? Or where's the bathroom? We don't really say loo or toilet in public settings. Restroom is the most common polite way to ask. It's a nice, simple difference to remember.
Yes, it is. So many small, everyday words have these interesting differences. Let's talk about clothes for a second. If it's cold outside and I put on a warm, knitted top in the UK, I'd call it a jumper.
A jumper. That's a cute word. In American English, we'd call that a sweater. So, I need to wear a warm sweater today. It's another example of the same item, different name. And if I say jumper in America, people might think of a jumpsuit, which is a one-piece outfit, not just a top.
Oh, that's a good point. And what about the item of clothing you wear on your legs, like pants in American English?
Right. What Americans call pants, the clothing you wear on your legs, British people call trousers. So if you say pants in the UK, people might think you mean underwear, which could be a bit embarrassing.
Oh yes, that's definitely a difference to remember to avoid any awkward moments. So trousers in British English are pants in American English. And finally, one more for walking. Where do people walk next to the road?
In the UK, they walk on the pavement. Please walk on the pavement. In America, we walk on the sidewalk. So, pavement is sidewalk. Both mean the path for people, not cars.
Perfect! These examples really show how English can be different, but still beautiful and understandable. It's like having two different versions of the same wonderful song. Now, before we finish, let's quickly look at some useful words related to what we just talked about. These are great for our A1 to A2 learners.
Great idea, Mia. The first word is dialect. A dialect is a form of a language that is spoken in a particular area. So, British English is a dialect, and American English is a dialect. They're both English, but with some differences.
That's a clear explanation. And another word is accent. An accent is the way someone pronounces words. People from different countries or regions often have different accents. So, a British accent sounds different from an American accent, even if they're saying the same word.
Exactly. And then we have confusing. When something is confusing, it means it's difficult to understand, or it makes you feel unclear. Like when we first talked about chips versus fries, it can be a bit confusing for new learners, but then you'll learn it.
Yes, confusing is a great word for these situations. And our last word for today is common. When something is common, it means it happens often or is found in many places. So, these differences between British and American English are very common, and you will hear them along.
Super useful words. So, to recap our fun chat today, we talked about how British English and American English have different words for the same things, like flat and apartment, holiday and vacation, chips and fries, sweets and candy, biscuit and cookie, petrol and gas, lift and elevator, loo and restroom, jumper and sweater, trousers and pants, and pavement and sidewalk.
That's a lot of great examples, Alex. And we also learned about dialect, accent, confusing, and common. Learning these differences helps you understand English speakers from all over the world. It makes your English journey even more interesting.
It really does. And don't worry too much about remembering everything at once. Just listen, practice, and you'll get it over time. The most important thing is to keep enjoying your English learning.
Couldn't agree more, Alex. Thank you so much for joining us on the Smart English Podcast today, everyone. We hope you found this episode helpful and fun.
Yes, thank you for listening. Your support means the world to us.
Before you go, please remember to subscribe to our channel for more English lessons, give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and leave us a comment below. We love hearing from you and reading your comments. Tell us what other topics you want us to cover.
Yes, your comments and questions really help us make better content for you. We'll see you next time on the Smart English Podcast.
Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.